Right. 3, 2, 1. Well, today I'm going to be switching to Linux. So this is going to be my PC. Yeah, so let's build it. So first I'll tell you the specs of this thing. So this is the AMD Ryzen 5500, Ryzen 5 5500. It's 6 cores, 19 megabytes of cache, it's unlocked, and it's got a cooler that comes with it. It's got a Gigabyte B550M DS3H AC motherboard, which has got Wi-Fi. We've got an RX 6600, Kingston Fury 16 gigabytes of 3200 megatransfer per second CR16 DDR4 RAM, some cheap fans. I don't really care about noise in this, care about budget. And then 550 watt power supply. Hopefully it's enough. A Crucial P3 SSD. And the case, which is a Cooler Master, I forgot, Masterbox Lite 3. So let's get into it. So first, we're going to start by unboxing the motherboard. I'm so excited to do this. This is the first PC I've built. I know I haven't got an anti-static strap, but it should be fine. I don't know how to handle this. Do I just like grab it here? So that's our motherboard. Now if we find the cables for it. And because this has Wi-Fi, it's got some antennas and our manual. So now let's just close up the box. And boom. Now we have an anti-static surface ready to work on. So let's start by opening up this bag somehow. I'm gonna need this quite soon. So first let's open up the motherboard. So let's just undo this. In fact, let's use the knife. Don't judge me, this is my first PC build. Although I should be able to get working, hopefully. Alright. Oh, did I mention we've also got a 500 gigabyte SSD? I don't think I mentioned that. So let's take out our motherboard. And you always hold it by the edges of the board, and you never touch any exposed metal other than this. So yeah, this is the B550M DS3H AC. It's got dual band Wi-Fi and yeah, SIM-ATX. So let's unbox our CPU. So the first thing you do in any build is you put in the CPU. But first, we need to unscrew the bracket for normal coolers, because the stock cooler does not need these clips. So let's undo these screws, these 4 screws. One, 2. And I'll put these in a safe place so that we can put them in the motherboard box later. I've just got this side. I'm going to try and be really careful with this because I do not want to break it. So now let's unbox the CPU. But this is not the most expensive part of this build. Boom, that's the seal cut. Assuming this is how it comes out. So that's our cooler in there. But first things first, we want the CPU. In fact, I can probably just... I'll bring over this chair to put stuff that I don't... that I've got to put away on. So this is the AMD Ryzen 5 5500. It's got 6 cores, 12 threads. It's got 4.2 gigahertz max boost and 3.6 gigahertz base clock, and it does not have any integrated graphics. So let's start by taking the CPU out of this. I will be putting on the sticker a bit later. Right, let's just leave it there. Okay, I better not drop it. So now there's an arrow on the bottom side of the CPU. You line that up with the arrow on the motherboard. Forgot to lift the lever. So first, so now we put in like that. Check it's not moving. And then put down our lever. And now it shouldn't come out. Yeah, that should be fine. So now we've got to install our cooler. However, you open this. So this is just the AMD stock cooler, Wraith something cooler. So let's install it. So we're going to install it like that. So we've got to make sure that the screws are lined up. Right. So now we grab our trusty screwdriver and we screw in one of the screws over here. Just a little bit, and now we go diagonally to the other screw on the other side. Uh-oh. Is there? Now the thermal paste is on. Okay. Just checking if there's any plastic on there. Right. So first we're gonna screw this in a little bit. Now this one. Now we're going to retighten this one. It won't let us tighten it any more than it has to. Now let's do this screw. And now this screw. I'm going to loosen this one up. Get this one going. There we go. Screwing in. No, it isn't. There we go, it's going in. Now we'll do this side. Now we're just going to check that all of the screws are done up nice and tightly. Boom. Now we're going to plug this cable in to the plug that says system fan, or something along the lines of that. Boom. Now we're just gonna tuck that away like so. Like that. Right. There we go. So that should be fine. Right. So now let's install our RAM. So this is 16 gigabytes of Kingston Fury, 3200 megahertz CR16 DDR4 RAM. In fact, where'd that knife go? Right. Boom, there we go. So now we should just be able to crack this open. Okay, so we're going to install them both in the same colored RAM slots. So this one goes in a grey one. There we go, that one's installed. And this one also goes in a grey slot. If you had 4 sticks of RAM, then they would just fill up all the slots. Boom. So that's our RAM installed. Sticker. Keep all the stickers up there. Right, let's install our M.2 SSD. So this is 500 Crucial P3 500 gigabyte SSD. It's got reads up to 3500 megabytes per second and writes at like 1900 or something. It's really fast. So there we go, that's our okay, so there we go, that's our P3 SSD. It's so tiny, 500 gigs in this little thing. So let's grab a smaller screwdriver and undo the screw for the M.2. Now we just take that screw out, pop in the SSD, push it down and screw it in. It's really useful to have magnetic screwdrivers for these builds, so that the screws don't fall off the screwdriver. Okay, so I think that's everything installed on the motherboard. So now we can get to putting this thing in the case. Right, so let's grab our case over here. So this is the Cooler Master Masterbox Lite 3. In fact, I'll just leave it here and I'll move things around it. Right, so let's open up the case. So this is, in fact, okay, so let's take the front and back panels off this case. Let's just put the screws over there. So this case has little thumb screws on them. In fact, let's do the seal. Now that is a big seal. So this is not, in fact, glass, it is plastic. Whew. I might need a screwdriver to get that so-called thumb screw out. Right, so those are all our thumb screws. Now let's take off the front panel, another seal. And we'll put this on the floor. And here's our back panel. And we'll also put this on the floor. So now we're going to just undo all of this. And we're going to get rid of the silica gel, which I'm going to put on the seat right now. And we're also going to take off our front. Well, that's the wrong panel. Oops. This whole front panel. So you might have noticed already that this case has a DVD drive. I'm planning to put a DVD drive in. It has a slot for a DVD drive. I'm planning on putting a DVD drive in it because I have a lot of Beatles CDs and DVDs and all of that. Okay. So there we go. That's our case. So now before we do anything else, we are going to install the power supply. So this is the Cooler Master MWE 550 230 watt power 230 volt power supply. So this is it. This has an 80 plus bronze rating. Where do I slice this? Guess we just go like that. Right. Now okay, so now let's get our power supply out of the box. Looks like it's been crushed a little. So that's our power cable, and that is our power supply. All 550 watts of it. So now let's just remove of these twisty ties. Right, so now we've undone this and this. We've now got our power supply and its cables. So we've got to install this way up. So I think it just goes in a little bit like this. I hope. People are probably laughing at this, but disclaimer, I have never built a PC before. I'm more of a Mac person, but this was the best option for me. This is a bit awkward, isn't it? Right. First power supply screw. Second power supply screw. Third power supply screw. In fact, I should probably show you it like that. and 4th power supply screw. And boom, just like that, our power supply is in. So we want to get the cables that we'll need. So we're going to need the 24-pin power connector, 24-pin power connector, PCIe power connector, CPU power connector, and I also want a SATA power connector available for when I pop in the DVD drive. All the rest of these can just, I think, be tied up. Or they can be put through the back, tied up there. So if we just go like this, there's not much cable management in this case, is there? In fact, I think it just has to go here and get tied up all over here. So we don't need these mullets, I don't think. So I think all of this can just be tied up. Put back here. Fat. Oh no. In fact, this fan connector actually goes over here. So that's thing number 1 that I did wrong. Okay. So now we're going to grab this, grab the cables that we want. I'm just gonna shove them up here. And all of these can just be tied up. And it can just go in there, boom, like that. So now, before we put our motherboard in, I'm going to install the two fans that go at the front. So these are Deep Cool RF120s. Oh. So that's what Molex connectors are for. Okay. Okay. I can undo my perfect cable management. Right. Now, yep, I'm going to need these Molex connectors. I'm going to run them out through here. And I can install my fans